Hey everyone, it's Mr. Eidsness here. Just welcoming you back to the 2020-21 school year. I know a lot of things are going to change, but we're not going to get into those differences just yet today. I just want to talk a little bit about myself, who I am. I'm going to wind up being your science teacher for this year, seventh grade, baby. All right, so I'm super, super excited. I know things are going to look different. I know things are going to be potentially we're going to have to learn lot of new things, right? So we're going to have to be dealing with some mask stuff. We're going to have to be dealing with working online quite a bit. All right. And so, I mean, the number one thing to me is my relationship with you guys. And so I just want to open up a little bit about who I am. I got a little slideshow I want to work with and show you guys. You guys will be doing something similar. Don't worry. You don't have to do a slideshow. But you will have an opportunity to do either a video response or a typed response if you aren't, if you're a little camera shy. So don't worry about it. But let's get started. So I'm Mr. E or Mr. Eidsness, whatever you want, whatever you feel more comfortable calling me. Okay. And so how do you pronounce Eidsness? Well, it's EIDS. So Eids and then Ness. All right. That's the simplest way that I can break it down for you guys. A lot of people want to go Mr. Eidsness. That's not quite the name, and I'll help you out with it. I'm not too worried about it. I'm never going to get mad at anybody. I'll just help you pronounce it correctly. Like I want to pronounce your name correctly. And if you're still kind of in between on what to say, just call me Mr. E. All right. Not mystery like a question mark, but Mr. E. So anyways, I'm excited. I coach. I also teach here at RMS. I've been here for 3 years. Let's get into it. All right. So just me in 3 words. So your main takeaways, okay? I'm social. I love people. I love to be around people. I get my energy from people. All right. I'm positive. All right. Now, everyone has their days, right? Everyone gets a little negative. Everyone has moments where they question some things, but I really, really try to be positive and see the positives in life. Okay. And try to take every encounter as something that I can learn from. And that's my third one, which is learning. Okay. I'm a learner. All right. So social, love people, enjoy people. That's why I work with people, teachers, and then I work with you guys, right? It's all about building relationships. So social is super, super important to me. Obviously being positive, getting super excited, bringing some energy with that, and then learning from everything that we do. I mean, that's why I got into education, honestly, is because I love to learn things, a lot of different things. And you'll see that in my interests. I have a lot of different interests. So I just want to share a quick quote with you. This one really speaks to me. But Thomas Jefferson, if you want something you have that you've never had, you must be willing to do something that you have never done. And so that just speaks to kind of everyone's journey and how we see all these things that maybe we want to do or things that we'd like to do, and they're just dreams right away, right? We don't know how to physically and tangibly get to those goals. And so this quote just reminds you that, if you want something, you can do it, but you're going to have to make some sacrifices. You're going to have to do some things that you've never done. You're going to have to be uncomfortable. And so if you really want to make the most out of this upcoming year, this online year, we're going to have to try some new things. We're going to have to be uncomfortable. And so we're going to have to learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. All right. That's where we're going to learn the most. And believe me, we are going to learn, not just you. It's going to be me too. And we're going to make mistakes. And so I'm going to need you guys to work with me as we go, and give me feedback as we go as well, as I will do for you on your assignments. All right. So don't be afraid anytime to shoot me a School G response or a question or email and just ask me a few questions. If it's about school, that's great. If it's about whatever, that's fine too, guys. I just want to talk to you and get to know you guys. So please, anytime, let me know what you guys need from me. So a little history about me. I'm from Minnesota, okay, the great north, where it's super cold. Not all the time, though. So I'm from Moorhead, Minnesota. It's right across the state border of North Dakota and Minnesota. You can see the little red dot on screen there. So I basically live, it's called the Fargo-Moorhead area. And so it's a pretty decent-sized area, around 250K people. Between that and the neighboring cities. So nowhere near to how big Houston is. And so I'm kind of adapting to Houston, but I love it here, guys. I really do. not only do I get to, work at a great place like RMS, I get to meet great people. So I'm really, really happy to, I love the people in Fargo-Moorhead as well, but I'm happy to be in Houston as well. So just to give you an idea of where I grew up, there's a ton of lakes. It's really windy and it's really flat. So there's not a lot of hills. There's really nothing cool. I'm not gonna lie. They're just lakes. So lakes are probably the coolest thing. I spent a lot of time on a lake growing up. When I went back this summer, I was on the lakes a lot, on pontoons, on boats. It was super, super fun to go back, but I'm glad to obviously be back in Houston teaching too. So in the summer, Minnesota is beautiful, mid 80s, almost every single day. And then all of a sudden we get into fall, winter, and a little bit of the beginning of the spring, and it is just freezing. That's kind of the negative part about it. So you can expect a lot of 0 degree days or negative degree days. Um, but that just comes with it, right? Like in Texas, we got to deal with 100 degree days. So it's, every place has its own extremes. All right. So let's keep on moving. So history, high school and college. So I played football, basketball, and baseball in high school. I was a captain on each one of those teams. I played college football at Moorhead State University. That's the Red Dragon. You'll see I got a flag in my room once you guys finally get in here, hopefully at some point. But I got a flag of the Dragons. It was a great 4 years. I learned a lot, and I was able to get 3 degrees at MSUM. And so those degrees included chemistry education, and then life science education. It's a little bit different up in Minnesota how they do the teacher licensing. There's almost degrees you have to follow for that. But regardless, I'm pretty well prepared, and I love science. As you can see, I got 3 science-ish degrees. So if you have any questions, chemistry is kind of my specialty, but biology really goes hand in hand. So 7th grade science is perfect since it's mainly biology. So I did move to Kingwood in February. I spelled February wrong, so keep that in mind as you are typing out responses for me. I won't grade you on your spelling as long as you don't judge me on mine. So we can kind of have that kind of deal going on, all right? But I came here in February 2019. Moved all the way from Minnesota, didn't know anyone here, and just basically packed up my things and drove my car down with my dad, moved in, and was able to take over for a teacher mid-year, Mr. Green, if you didn't know who he was. Great guy, really good mentor of mine even today. But ever since then, I had last year, obviously, we had our online session in the spring, and now here's the beginning of the 3rd year. So I'm super excited. I also am coaching. This will be my 2nd year coaching. I coach football, basketball, and track. So if you are in athletics, especially you 7th graders finally getting into athletics, this will be a really exciting time. Hopefully we're able to make something work out. I don't think I know the schedule for athletics yet, so I don't want to say anything that I don't know about. But just so you know, you might see me out on the field or in the gym or on the court or something like that. So let's keep on moving. All right. So hobbies. All right. I just put some of my favorite things here. That doesn't mean I don't like other things or I like certain things more or whatever. But some of my hobbies and interests. I love video games, guys. I'm a big nerd. I'm a big gamer. All right. So hopefully some of you are too, and we can have some good conversations about certain video games. I just put a few of my favorite ones that I've played recently. Pokemon's definitely up there. Call of Duty, Valorant, Final Fantasy, all those are fun games that I've played in the past. I like strategy. I like RPG. I like shooters. I like them all. All right. As far as music goes, I really like hip hop and pop mainly, but mainly hip hop and rap are kind of my main things, especially recently. And then I do dabble with some older stuff like 90s hip hop and the 70s. I've really been getting into this summer. So if you like classic rock stuff, if you like some of the old 70s stuff, then we can talk about that as well. I just put an album of one of my favorite albums from Kanye West. As far as books go, I don't mind fiction books. And so fiction, just a reminder, is going to be like things that aren't real, whereas nonfiction, I really like to read about things that I'm interested in or things that I can use immediately. So it helps me gravitate toward books that are in the self-help genre. And so books like the one that I have pictured here, Leaders Eat Last, is just talking about leadership and how you can be a better leader and how you can help other people. Those are the types of books that I really, really look forward to and I really like to read, because you can take them and use them immediately, with developing relationships and talking to people. So those are the types of books I like to read. That doesn't mean I don't read some Artemis Fowl or Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter every once in a while, but typically these are the books that I gravitate towards. Another aspect of my life that I'm really interested in is fitness. Be that I've been weight training almost my whole life because of all the various sports that I've been in, but really getting to know more about other ways to keep your body healthy. Okay, that's how what you put into it, which is nutrition, how you take care of your mind in meditation, and then self-reflecting and journaling, and just thinking about where are we, where have we come from, and where are we headed. So that type of thing I'm really into. Goal setting is another big one. So if you want to sit down and talk about goals sometime, and especially steps, concrete steps that you can take to reach a certain goal, I'd love to help you out with that. Okay, so I don't want to make this video any longer than it is. I know I can talk forever. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later.